Brought to you by 1AAuto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet.
Hi, I'm Mike from 1AAuto. I hope this how-to video helps you out. And next time you need parts for your vehicle, think of 1AAuto.com. Thanks.
In this video, we're going to show you how to replace an inside door handle, one of the front door handles on this 2000 Mercury Grand Marquis. Pretty much the same as any 98-02 Marquis, also the same as a lot of the Crown Victorias, although removing the door panel can be different on different vehicles, different cars, and different years. The only tools you'll need are a flat blade screwdriver and a Phillips screwdriver.
Start with a flat blade screwdriver. Carefully pry up your switch panel here in the front. Then I just kind of pull it back and forth, and I'm pulling up with this hand and just kind of shaking it back and forth. It comes up and out. And then again with your flat blade screwdriver, pry up here and take off your mirror switch. And then make sure you can kind of move these connectors. Then there's just little tabs that lock them on. Okay. Kind of move that one. Pry up on the other side. Pry out down here and pull out on this connector to get it started. Pull my finger on this one. Okay, remove there. And then just carefully go in and use just little caps. Pry that one out. Going from the bottom, if you do scratch something, it's more difficult to see. Okay, then right here, kind of put your screwdriver in up top. You actually see a little space where the screwdriver goes, and pry this bezel out. Now there's 5 Phillips screws to remove. One there, one there, one right there, and then one right down here at the bottom.
Now I'm going to fast forward as I remove those 5 screws. They're obviously easy to remove because they're just screws, but they do try and kind of stay in there. So as you're pulling them out, or as you're turning them counterclockwise, you might have to kind of reach in with your fingernail and pull them out. Otherwise, just make sure that if you can't get them out of the panel, just make sure that when you pull the panel off, and if you drop them, you just recover them before you go to the next step.
Okay, once you have those screws out, then just kind of lift up on the panel and bring it out. And on the back side, there's 2 connectors. Pull back on a couple of tabs here, disconnect that, and then pull up on this tab and disconnect that. And your door panel's off.
At this point, I'm removing the 3 screws that hold the speaker, and I'll also remove a little junction block down below that and pull the water shield back. It's possible you could do the inside door handle without this step, but this is really the right way to do it, and it makes it neater and cleaner. Make sure that you don't damage that water shield too much.
Okay, to remove your inside door handle, there's just a Phillips screw right underneath here. Remove that. Then the handle slides forward, okay, and out. And then it's just in a rod back here. You actually just kind of lift up and rotate it forward, and it comes right off the rod. Okay. reinstall. Just take it, put it right on the rod, push it back, down into place. Okay, goes in, slides back.
And after putting our inner door handle in and sliding back into place, put the screw back in, and then put your water shield back up in place. Remember to feed the wiring harnesses through. And we'll keep the speed going here as we put the speaker back in place and the small junction block, and use the screws to secure them. And you can see I did use a little bit of painter's tape just to kind of help hold the front of the water shield on.
Okay, your door panel is kind of designed with hooks on the bottom. You want to lift up your harnesses, and you can see that the bottom hooks kind of clip on, and you can put your door or your trunk opener, plug that in, plug this upper plug in. Okay, lift your door panel up, bring your door panel up. Make sure that these harnesses are coming up through, and make sure your door lock comes through. Lift the panel up a little bit, and then it just kind of slides right down on.
And I'm going to speed it up here as I put the 5 Phillips screws back in. The long ones go through the panel, the shorter ones go through that door pull. And just another tip, if you have trouble getting one in, you might want to take the panel back off, and on some of them there's kind of clips in behind, and sometimes those clips can get shifted, which makes it hard to get the screws in, but they should pretty much go right in.
Okay, reconnect our harness leads and our mirror switch. Okay. Then just kind of work this right down in, push it against the door and down in. This goes right in. Locks in place, and these go back in place.
We hope this helps you out. Brought to you by www.1aauto.com, your source for quality replacement parts and the best service on the internet. Please feel free to call us toll-free 888-844-3393. We're the company that's here for you on the internet and in person.